Hey guys, this is Vest from Propwashed.com, and today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to use SketchUp for creating quadcopter parts. The goal of this guide is to quickly show you how you can plan out a model, use CAD software like SketchUp to design the model, and then 3D print it to bring it to life. This is a supplemental video to an article we wrote on our site, so for a more detailed explanation, be sure to check that out. And of course, the link for that is in the description. Today we're going to show you how you can quickly design and model an angled wedge for an action camera to put on your quadcopter. While many quadcopters on the market today support using action cameras, very few have angled mounts that will match the angle of your FPV camera. Now in a real life scenario, you would want to print up a protective case for your camera, but that's definitely a more advanced scenario than what we want to cover today. For the sake of this video, we're going to assume you just want a wedge mount to angle your action camera to match your FPV camera. We're going to keep the design simple. In effect, we're going to be creating a 20-degree wedge that has an opening for Velcro to wrap around and hold on to the camera. We're also going to include a front brace to prevent the camera from sliding off, and openings beneath the wedge to secure zip ties to the camera plate. While this is a simple design, it should allow us to use a wide array of features offered by SketchUp to get more comfortable with the application. We're going to move fast here within the SketchUp portion to match to our guide and keep things interesting. If you're looking for a more detailed SketchUp tutorial, definitely check out the guides on the SketchUp site. Similarly, we recommend following along with our guide on Propwashed for details on the commands and a step-by-step view of the process. Diving right into SketchUp, we're going to create a simple rectangle using the measurements that we sketched out on our pencil and paper design. To do so, we're going to select the rectangle tool and type in our measurements. Now we'll use the push-pull tool to create a large block. From here, we can use the protractor tool to select each side of the base of the block and set a reference angle to 20 degrees. With these reference points in place, we can then use the line tool to trace over the reference. If we continue this around the entire block, we can then delete the unnecessary faces and lines and come up with a basic wedge. In about a minute, we were able to create our angled wedge from scratch, but obviously we want to add a few more details. For the Velcro strap holes, we're going to measure slightly below the top of the wedge and draw another line parallel to the wedge angle. Then we're going to draw connecting lines to make our gap. Finally, we can use the push-pull tool to push out the face we drew towards the opposite end to create an empty space. Similarly, we can use the push-pull tool at the front of the model to create some guards to prevent our run cam from flying off the front of our quad. Now for something a bit more challenging. Now that we have the camera secure, we need to get our wedge attached to our quad frame. Since we added the Velcro straps for the action camera, there isn't a whole lot of room to add another gap parallel to the camera plate. Similarly, with the vibration damping balls on the ZMR, it's going to be a challenge to mount from the side. Luckily, the camera plate has openings on the top, so we can mount the wedge to the plate from underneath our design. To do this, we're going to need to see through the top of our wedge in order to create gaps to run zip ties through. Since we already cleared out an area for the Velcro straps, let's put our access points there. Using the section pane tool, you can easily adjust the camera to see through different parts of our model. We can move the section pane just beneath the surface of the ramp part of the wedge to draw on the exposed surface. However, this presents a new challenge. After we draw our new cutouts for the openings, we can't just use push-pull to create a new gap. This is due to the angles not matching between our Velcro holes and the base of our wedge. One solution to this problem is to delete the faces that we cut out and using the line tool to fill in the gaps. Remember, at the end of the process, the model needs to be whole in order to be printed. Use the line tool to create new faces around the cutouts. Once you complete drawing a square, you'll notice that a new face appears. Once complete, we can delete the bottom face and our access points are complete. At this point, we're done with our base model. You can export the model for printing or for sharing with friends and other pilots. If you need more information on finding a place to print your model, check out our 3D printing article on Propwashed.com for additional information. Hopefully this helps cover the basics of using SketchUp and gives you some ideas for creating custom parts for your quad. As always, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more quadcopter videos.